Welcome back, guys. This is Chlorine from Minion's Realm, here with my new sexy base. I would like to apologize for the lack of content. Our wars have honestly been super boring. Um, I think the last war we did was a South Korean clan, and after that, as you can see by our log, they were just slaughters. The only wars that were close was this Clashers, Pinas, Piney one, and uh, that one was only close because we didn't do very good. So that's why I haven't done a video. But our latest opponent, 8 Notch, they were very decent clan. 53 to 51. The score is very much a lie because both of us kind of choked at the end, and so it could have been a lot higher. As you can see on our side, we had 299% at the same time, like with half an hour left to go. So I thought for sure we were gonna win it, and then that happened, and we just happened to pull away with the victory. Very nice job freestarring Shadow Realm, which I need to make a new base for him because I wasn't too happy with with how he did that. Yeah, they came out of guns blazing. Had a little bit of trouble on our bases because we were rocking anti-freestar bases and they were mostly doing HGHB, which is a little bit outdated, I think, for a lot of the new meta bases that we were rocking, because we were rocking quite a bit of anti-bowler bases, and so it made for a lot of tough pathing for the bowlers. So they did struggle a little bit with that, but they did end up cleaning them up, except for these two. A little bit of miscommunication I hear from their side, so very nice try to them. For us, we had, so Andy had a very stupid queen slash misclick, and so he didn't even get a star at number 1. And then Burton came in and tried to get the double, but he came up short. And so at that point, we had wasted 2 of our Town Hall 11 attacks, and that's when I thought it was over. But Andy came in and freestarred number 4, which is good, and Burton actually missed a second attack. So we messed up 3 of our 4 big top gun attacks, so that wasn't very good for us. But luckily, we came in with Maddie coming in on 2 with a 2-star, and Chang coming in on 3 with a 2-star, and so that helped us a lot, because that took away the need for Andy or Burton to attack those bases. And then I picked up a triple on number 8 who had Inferno, so that also helped a ton. We had a plan going for 7. I had a decent plan. I just came up short because I placed way too many loons at the beginning, and Mephro, who I wanted to clean me up, he popped on like 5 minutes left in war, and so he just grabbed some loot quick. So that's why that guy was still up. But yeah, like I said, both sides should have done better. Our Tunnel 9s did come out guns blazing. Their Tunnel 9 did not rock anti-freestar bases, which I don't understand, because they clearly were able to freestar, but they ran these bases, and so it was very easy for us to triple these bases. So that was kind of a bummer. Would have been nice to see anti-freestar bases and have a closer war, but that's alright. Still a nice war for both sides. Nice to have a... Yeah, this war was actually really evenly matched. Up top, we had... This guy has 45 and 40 heroes, and, In Chang has 40, 32, and their Town Hall 11s had, 20s or 30s, but they both had eagles, so... And then, we had 2 more 9.5s, and a couple more 9s. but they had three of our nines. So Dale, Mephra, and me. We all have level 1 Infernos and like basic like Town Hall 9 defenses, and all of their Town Hall 9s at least had level 2 Infernos or up. So it was actually a pretty even war. I would love to friendly challenge these guys again, just because a lot of our big guns like Chlorine, Killer, Silver, Mephro didn't do very good. A lot of these guys like weren't into war, and so it would be really fun to challenge them again with them into war, and I'm sure they had some like lineup changes they would like to make. So it would be a lot of fun to go back and challenge them, make sure they run anti-3-star bases. But yeah, that's just kind of a talking about this war. I'm just gonna jump into the attacks. So I wanted to show this one because this happened pretty early in war and it was pretty clutch. Maddie comes in with 15 bowlers, 4 golems, and he's just gonna come in and bowler this base. So the best way to funnel sides on a base like this is to do bowlers and rage, because those bouncers will clear like everything in the corner. So that's what he does. He just does the golem, and then the raged bowlers. And as you can see, that clears that entire side, gets him 12%, and he's gonna do that to the other side, and then, well, he wants to lure the clan castle. I would have waited, honestly, because that's just gonna go on and kill the golems. But he's gonna do that to the other side. Places a rage, I hope. If I'm not complete. Yep, there we go. Places a rage. Raged bowlers are always very annoying. I hate raged bowlers on defense because they seem to kill everything. But just gotta jump over the first wall. Has the poison on the CC, just loons, so not a big deal. Would have been worse if it was a hound or something, but has the heal down, and now he's just gonna rage him up, and they're just gonna run right through the center and eventually take out that town hall. So now that the bowlers have cleared the town hall, he's already at 41%. He has wizards on the right hand side for percentage. I would have brought maybe a couple baby dragons, because you can place them like here and up here and maybe over here, and they would have gotten like 3 or 4 buildings each. So that's just what I would have done, but he still has an extremely nice raid, so great job to Maddie clutching that out, freeing up one of our dips, freeing up a dip, and that was a nice trade. So hats off to him. Next one I would like to show, I think I will show Chang, just because this one was very clutch. Yeah, shout out to Chang. He attacked in the middle of the night, and so he got up and attacked, which that would be rough. Major shout out to Chang. He's just gonna come in with a bowler witch army. Just gotta clear the sides, send him down the middle. I'm surprised he didn't wall breaker into these side compartments. It would have made for easier funneling, but Chang doesn't need funnel. He's too good for it. Yeah, somehow he doesn't really funnel, and yet his troops always go to the center, so Chang's a legend. But yeah, bowlers are pretty nice because their double bounces will kind of create an automatic funnel. And so as you can see, his queen and king are going to go in. That's the nice thing about delaying the heroes on an attack like this. You can kind of create the funnel and then send them in. So they're going to go in, perfectly timed warden ability, like absolutely amazing for the king. He takes out the queen with it. And now it's just trying to get to 50. He's got all these bowlers and witches up, so pretty easy, 50%. This is more of a CWL type of anti-2-star base, so good job to Chang. I was thinking about trying to do it with Shadow, and now that I'm seeing this bomb here, I know I wouldn't have made it because my plan was to put Valks in there, and my Valks on Shadow are not max. and so they would have probably got ripped apart. But I just had Chang clean him up, and since Chang's a beast, he did it no problem. Has this minion, got the extra percent, so very nice job to Chang. Taking out a decently hard anti-2-star base, so nice job. Alrighty. So this was a dip by Andy, so I'm not going to show that. However, I want to show this one. And this was Brandon, although I think Andy was attacking on Brandon's account for this one. And Brandon's a Town Hall 9 with 2020 heroes, and he comes up and grabs this 2-star, which allowed, our Town Hall 9s played very well this war. It made up for the mistakes by our Town Hall 11s because they 2-starred quite a bit of the Town Hall 10s. So Andy's just going to have the queen with the healers here. Has the wall breakers in. She's going to just pop right in. This was never a base I was thinking of trying to triple with Shadow. But I decided not to mess with the max defense Town Hall 9. I tripled this base before with Chlorine when he was a Town Hall 10. And so I was thinking about trying the same plan. However, this guy's his air sweepers changed. And so that would have made a big time difference. But yeah, Brandon comes in here, takes out the air defense. He's just going to walk like this entire compartment, which is very, very nice scouting. I mean, I never would have thought of coming in at that point and then using the walls as a natural funnel. Like, that's very nice scouting. So, a very nice raid to Andy. I'm trying to look for if he's gonna start his ever troops. This must be a really long queen walk. And also, we can see the new double cannon in action. So, check out this OP double cannon. 5 shots. Wow, look at that. Man, that sucker is insane. Was that 4 shots? Yeah, it's 4 shots. That, I hate that thing in the builder base, and gosh, that's the only reason I played a builder base is so I can unlock these things, because it looks pretty cool. And I think it's better than the normal cannon. As you can see, it almost took down half the queen's health, one burst. But yeah, Brandon's just going to bring in his bowlers here. And he's just going to use the fact that this guy has Inferno Towers way up top and no heroes just to absolutely destroy this compartment. And so now it's just a natural funnel to the Town Hall. Valk's right to the Town Hall. He has loons in the clan castle, so those are going to take about a year to catch up to the kill squad. Because loons and poisons don't move at all. But yeah, he gets to this core and he just rips it apart. Like, look at that. Unbelievable. Very, very nice raid by Andy. Definitely helping us. Look at the queen. Come on, take the jump spell. Yeah. Fortunately, enemy queen goes into wall, so his king can't get that. If he did, he would have got quite a bit more percent. Still has the queen's ability, which is nice. And he's just going to finish up with a nice, what was it, 55? 56? So yeah, great raid by Andy. Very nice coming up and grabbing that so that what Town Hall 10s we had left could focus on free stars. And now, with that, I would like to show you my raid. This one, I wouldn't have been as scared about this because the base wasn't amazing if it wasn't for the war. I really wanted to win this war, so I spent like an hour scouting this base. And I think it went pretty well. I'll show you guys the one mistake I made. I kind of froze up and I made the mistake, which almost turned out to be really bad. But I'm just going to come in with one golem. And he's just going to funnel. I'm just going to funnel this side. Air Skelly pops, and as soon as it pops, it goes down from the baby dragon. So, rip Air Skelly. I have to jump right to the air defense. And I have a Valkyrie, which I meant to take out the witch, and it worked really well. Like, look how fast this witch goes down. This Valkyrie just comes right up to a witch and rips it apart. And it lived because you could see it go right to a Tesla. So if you guys are facing a witch, bring a Valkyrie, put it in rage, and it's just going to rip that witch apart. Because of that, I didn't need to use either of my hero's abilities, and I got much, much farther than I anticipated with this push. Like, I just wanted to get this Inferno Tower, but I ended up getting the Air Sweeper and all this other stuff as well, so that was nice. You guys missed it, but there was an air defense right here and a wizard tower right there. I just sent in like 6 loons on a hate spell, took those out. So that's what I'm talking about. The space wasn't very good because of his outside air defense. And here's where I made the mistake. What you want to do here is, because he has a natural ring of defenses around this Inferno Tower, what you want to do is you want to put down both sides, this side and this side, the Lao Loon, kind of at the same time, so they both destroy the defenses at the same time, so this side doesn't have to go around the ring. They can cut right to the Inferno. But I completely forgot about that part of the plan. And so as you can see, like, right now is when this stuff up here should have been dead. And I realized that, so I dropped my stuff on the other side, but it was too late. Like, all my loons were going around. And at this point, I started to get really scared because, as you can see, a lot of those loons were low HP. But luckily, I was able to just rage them up, and they went through the Inferno Tower and end up on this expo. These air skellies are kind of annoying, but they're also nice because they're going to make the hound pop. So, very nice job, air skellies. Making the raid nice. Yeah, so I just have minions, have a baby, cleaning up, and this base is rip. I was really scared because I thought he stacked his red bombs in the center, so I was trying to figure out whether or not to bring a rage or a heal. It turns out I just brought the rage. If he did have his red bomb stack in the center, I would have been so rip. Like, this raid would have been so ripped. So, if this guy sees this video, put your red bombs in the center. But yeah, I clean up right here. This raid came at a crucial point in the war, so I think it came like right after they tripled Shadow, so kind of a back attack, right back at them. But yeah, that was the higher up part of the war. Veritano 9s, like I said, were all anti 2-star bases. We had some really nice hits, but I don't really like to show anti 2-star bases. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Very nice war to Minion Dro and 8-Notch. I hope that we can war again in the future. Yeah, and if you guys are watching this, I would definitely recommend doing anti 3-star for the Tunnel 9, because that's what made the difference in the war. They struggled quite a bit on their Tunnel 9s. Looking at his defensive log, Kairos, that one gave him a lot of trouble. Garrison, this guy who had an anti 2-star base, so not sure about that. Kirito, Omaha, lots of these bases gave him trouble. So you guys, if you can 3-star the enemy Tunnel 9s, you need to be running anti 3-star bases, because the only way you're gonna lose is if they can't 3-star. No, if they can 3-star your Tunnel 9s. If they can 2-star your Tunnel 9s, who cares? You're 3-starring their Tunnel 9s. Like, I don't understand why people do that. But yeah, get anti 3-star bases. You're gonna win a lot more wars. But very nice war, and yeah, I don't really have anything else. So great job to both people in both clans, and I will come back later with hopefully another recap. This Kingdom of Mana clan looks pretty good, looking at their war log. Lots of 92s, 95s, ooh, 100. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this war. They have 9.5 bases, so I'm guessing they normally don't run this Town Hall 11, which is why they get such high percentages. But yeah, it should be fun. They only have 3 Inferno Tower bases, and we have 4, so I'm going to fix Shadow's base so that they cannot triple him. And we're going to hopefully come back with another win. So yeah, I hope you guys have a nice day.